guys, welcome back to the channel. Hey, it's DDRM. So a little update. Sorry I haven't put a video out in a little bit. I've been busy as you know what, trying to just thrash on this, trying to get this car done. I mean, it has been, you know, non-stop. Yeah. As you guys know, when you're working on cars, trying to track down parts, and you know, everybody has them, but then they don't. So update what I've been doing then on my Daytona. So as you guys saw the preview, 1970 Daytona. It's a tribute, but it's a numbers matching 70 Charger, 383, 727. Torque, as I mentioned in the other video. So, you know, to recap what I've done in the other videos, you saw a lot of the stuff, but since then, so I had to put a new booster on it. Now this thing turned all the drums. I mean, for power drums, like if people don't understand, this thing puts you through the windshield. Like they stop pretty good for a couple of times, then they fade. They're not as good as this, don't get me wrong. But for stock, it wasn't too bad. They had to switch out the battery for some reason. It was, I don't even know it was new, but it was warranted. So it was running and driving after I'd done the electronics and everything else. New point, new condenser, all the electrics were replaced. It was running and driving for about a week, week and a half, and then it started dying and turning a corner. Well, so we investigated, it wouldn't start at all. So the brand new condenser went bad in the distributor, so fix that, replace that. The carb that I had rebuilt by a local company, I'm not gonna say their name, but I don't know if they actually rebuilt the whole thing or what, but it was, the float bowl was filling up, so when you turn the corner, it would just flood the car out and die. So I went ahead and put a brand new Edelbrock AVS2 on it, 650, CFM with electric choke, runs way better, starts right up. I called Griffin because of the cooling. So Griffin sent me this radiator, which is a direct bolt-in with dual fans. I put them on auto. I mean, a lot of the stuff's not done, don't get me wrong. I said the wiring, I just kind of left it curled up right here because the plans that I have for this is I'm going to have an actual 1970 440 stroker motor built for it. My motor builder actually found and has a 1970 440 block, so we're going to build a stroker. So I'll finalize all that wiring and all that stuff once I get to that point, and it'll be all nice and neat and looms and everything else. So we did the radiator, then it was cooling awesome. Well, with the fans, the stock alternator didn't like that. It's only 60 amp from the factory. So I called Tough Stuff, thank goodness to them. They have a 130 amp stock style alternator, so they sent me that, put that on there, charges, cools fine. Shout out to Griffin. This is a bad radiator. This thing is cool. It'll cool up to 800 horsepower is what they say. So we did all that. Fix the condenser. Now this thing, I said, it runs and drives. I'm actually pretty surprised how it runs and drives. I had to put 2 new tires in the rear just because of the ones that I'd got used. 14s, you know, aren't very, very common, so I'd got a couple 14 used. Well, one of the belts came unloose, created a bubble, which is a thump, thump, thump when you're going down the road. So my other guy at a tire shop here got me 2 brand new Hancooks, for really nice price. And we put those on there because we got them in 14. So as of right now, this is the way it sits, fellas, the engine compartment. It's actually really, really nice. And my guy, his name is Daxton. Phenomenal. He does detail on the side. Okay, so you guys saw this before. Look at this thing now. He clay barred and cut and buffed this thing. I mean, it looks not brand new from the factory, but it is really, really nice. There's a couple, you know, little marks and stains on it because it sat since '85, but for the most part, this thing is so nice and shiny. Like, I'm so excited because Good Guys is coming up. And I'm going to take it there, and you know, you don't see these very often, so I'll wonder if I'll be the only one there, if there'll actually be another Superbird, another Daytona, but we'll find out. So he cut and buffed this, and like I said, it looks phenomenal, guys. Did a beautiful, beautiful job. The vinyl top looks amazing, and this is from the factory, and the reason it looks amazing because the guy that I got this from had stored it inside a shop with lights and ceiling, not like a barn, but like a shop since '85. So beautiful condition, shined up. I mean, this thing is just awesome. Interior, you know, we got cleaned up, vacuumed out, cleaned up. I'll probably end up switching the interior to more comfortable seats. Probably switch it to black carpet, black Headliner, door cars, black, but I want to leave the gold trim, so we'll come up with something cool. I'm going to leave the black because the upper panel is black and the armrest is black. So I'm going to leave all that, and then I'm still want to keep everything manual. I'm trying to find like a modernized manual seat. So I don't know if the Chargers or Challengers or the Chrysler 300s, if they had a manual bucket. I'll have to do some investigation. If not, then I'm going to have to, you know, kind of go to a junkyard, walk around with the measurements and look at tracks and, you know, kind of see what's going to fit in here without too much fabrication. We might just make some tracks that the bolt, because on these Chargers, they bolt through the body. So you actually have to go underneath the car and undo the nuts because the studs are on the tracks that go through the body. So if I have to make some tracks that bolt to the body and then the seat bolt to that with like some nut inserts or something like that would screw into the track, we might end up, you know, fabricating something like that. But for the most part, this thing turned out absolutely amazing. I mean, he shined it up so nice. Like I said, shout out to Daxton. He is amazing. This thing looks phenomenal. I'm so excited, my guys. This is, like I said, bucket list car. I can't wait to, I mean, as I said, and actually I'm so surprised how well this actually drives for being a stock 1970. Yeah, it's a bigger car, but it goes down the road so smooth. It's almost like you're on like a Cadillac, you know. It's pretty nice. A little side note, when they did the conversion back in '79, they actually used a plum crazy purple hood. Even though this car is factory FF4, which is light green metallic, so this is all factory numbers, paint and everything, but the hood was swapped out. You can see where they painted it, but you can see the purple. So I used a plum crazy, you know, hood off another Charger. But for the most part, so let me get in this and actually, you know, hopefully should be good to go. I should be able to start it now that everything's fixed. Oh yeah. See, it's amazing what an actual real carburetor, you know, rebuild will do and stuff. So it's amazing, runs smooth. I mean, like I said, this thing actually drives really nice down the road. So I'm gonna take it for a cruise again, get it up to speed, highway speed, you know, 50, 55, 60. She actually did okay last time, but now that the carburetor's brand new and everything else, so we should be able to drive a lot nicer. And then before, up here, they used to be plywood. So back then, you know, they didn't do a lot of fabrication. The metal bottom air dam is metal, right? So these, I took the wood and had them duplicated in aluminum. So these are like 1/8 inch aluminum pieces that I had duplicated. So that way it'll direct the airflow and it won't have just plywood in here. It'll look a lot nicer. I still got to Scotch-Brite them and shine them up to make it look like the radiator. But for the most part, it's what I've done, you know, other than the catch can. But, I mean, it's nice. I mean, I love the car. Like I said, bucket list, guys. It is amazing. So, good guys here in a week. So, I'm going to take it to there and, you know, park it in the classics and stuff, and we'll see what happens. But thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe. You know, shout out. Like I said, I'm not going to destroy the car, guys. I'm going to keep it light green metallic, the paint, the vinyl top. I'm just going to put a 7440 in it, and then I'm going to do a 4-speed automatic from Silver Sport. It's based on a 4L65. So I'm going to do that just because the 727 3-speed is not very friendly on the highway for a big block. So I'm going to do that, and then it, like I said, it's nice, guys. So stay tuned. I'll be at Good Guys in about a week, and I'll film, and then I'll be posting those videos too. So it's got a good exhaust note. But I said, I'm so stoked. This paint turned out phenomenal. I said, I can't thank Daxton enough. He's amazing. I'll have him do my, you know, other cars and stuff. But all right, guys, I'm out of here. See you next time.